Yeah, I'm not quite sure how this one's gonna work. Alright, so I was bored on Boom Beach earlier. I think I'm still coping that the Lasertrons are gone. And I ended up scouting out the top player in the world. And he had this Zooka Grenadier strategy cooked up. And I was like, that's very interesting. I didn't think some strat like this would be successful or something like that. And I've been spending the last like hour and a half trying to figure out how to make this one work. I started like searching up YouTube videos and all that, and I actually found one from me 3 years ago of me trying it out. I didn't understand how to use it back then either, and I still really don't. By the way, nothing more humbling to me than just watching an old video of mine. We got some really OG viewers from years ago. If you somehow managed to stick around, I need to ask your secret. I don't know. I could hardly watch it. I think I got through 2 minutes of it, and then I had to like mute myself, and it was not fun. But we are gonna try to make this work today, and hope Dr. T. I think Dr. T is a good like baseline for if the strat is viable at all, because it is pretty easy, but it's also like a progressive thing where it just gets harder and harder. So we can kind of see where the failure points are. So I've tried using this a couple different ways. I've tried rushing it kind of like I'm doing now, where we just get all the troops down, and we also have bullet energy drink so that there is a tank for the Zookas. Zookas are really good because they do so much damage, but they also stand relatively close to bullets, so they end up getting targeted and taken out a lot. And then I was like trying to think outside the box, and I tried using it kind of like a Rainmaker or classic Grenadier strat, where you use the Grenadiers to like clean up a bunch of the buildings before the HQ, and then you go in with like Smoky Zooka to finish it off. You know, you kind of go on like an energy collection, and then you smoke the Zookas to HQ. I tried that. It was very close, but it did not work. It could have been user error. If I tried it again, I probably would have beat it, but it didn't seem viable because there aren't that many Zookas. And also the GBE return wasn't that great. But I don't know. If we get stuck on stage 6 or 7 here on Dr. T, I'm going to try multiple different ways. Dr. T Island Base is kind of cramped, so I'm not sure if the strat where we place the Grenadiers down to go on like an energy collection and also take out unwanted defenses we want our Zookas to face. I don't know if that's going to be possible because, you know, Grenadiers really rely on the separation they get and the spacing. But who knows, you know, as Dr. T has aged, he has become like diluted with the upgrades in Boom Beach. Like, I think there's been a couple extra HQ levels since Dr. T really got reworked, and then they haven't really, they haven't seemed to really touch him, at least noticeably, when it comes to difficulty of stages. So for max level people, there's like no excuses if you, you know, I think I've almost beaten Dr. T stage 7 with only private bullet. That's just kind of, that's kind of just the state of Dr. T and all that. But when you're like upgrading and not max level, then it is a nice challenge to get through. Don't get me wrong. And I guess I guess if I'm complaining about that, I could just go play on my low level accounts and then get like shut down by stage 3. By the way, I haven't played on my low level account. I don't even know if I have access to it still in like a year. I kind of want to get back on that grind. I know for a lot of people watching really low level stuff, it's kind of pointless and all that. Some people enjoy it, especially the people that are like relatively new to the game, but if you've been playing like a year, you don't want to watch super duper low level. But this is where we're going to run into some problems here. So I probably should have actually scouted this out before I threw down private bullet. Now I don't really know what to do. So what we're going to do is we are going to feed into that by throwing some shocks and then get our troops down here, and hopefully they can clean up everything on the beach here, so then we can get some flares and redirect them. By the way, that flamethrower almost just ruined my whole day. My day was ruined yesterday. I had a really stressful final, and once I got that done, I was so relieved but exhausted, and we didn't post a video yesterday because of this, but I got home and I recorded what I thought was a very solid video, You know, it was Monday in Boom Beach. I love Mondays because you get to do defending hammermen, and then you like that doesn't soak up that much time, but then you get a few player based attacks, and it's all around a good time. You guys love it. I love it as well. Well, I go to the editing phase, and my file was corrupted, and I was like, oh. So then I tried recording another one. The motivation was not there, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna take a break. You know, enjoy that we got our most stressful final out of the way, and that stuff happens where like corrupted footage happens, and we're not gonna force an unwanted video. I like switched over, tried doing a rifleman swarm, and it did not go well. And I was like, you know, no, we are just gonna focus on ourselves. But as we went through that kind of depressive monologue there, we got through stage 6. So let's see what stage 7 Dr. T has to offer, and then we have to switch over to some player bases. So for this one, you know what? Yeah, I'm not sure how we want to angle this attack here, but what I think I'm gonna do, actually, this is kind of a good layout for me. Well, okay, these mortars are gonna destroy my day because I want to throw 2 shock bombs. That is gonna take care of a lot of these defenses on the beach, but I don't think those. Oh, actually, I could have definitely threaded it with the mortar. All right, doesn't matter. Let's get our bullet down, and then we're gonna get our double shocks out, and then. Oh my gosh. Okay, so a mortar still fired there. I thought we were going to get screwed by that shell, because that's exactly... Wow, I did not realize that. So there goes, I think, a chunk of our Zookas, yeah. In one boat, we lost quite a bit. Now, unfortunately, we are not getting the separation I thought we would. So we are getting tore up by a rocket launcher over here, but I think we are okay. We're going to get a flare, an energy drink, and another shock there. We don't want that rocket launcher exposed to our troops, and I think we're in a good place to make this one work. No, are you kidding me, rocket launcher? I want you to target Bullet. Even though Bullet's not the main component of this attack, you should still want to target him. But look at this is like the what I was talking about with the Dr. T Island. You don't get the separation you need. A rocket launcher on the complete other side of the base is targeting the bread and butter, the meat and potatoes of this strat, and now we are kind of stuck without any Zookas. We still have private bullets, so that's a good sign, but we just have to make sure we can... Oh my gosh. Alright. So I kind of screwed my troops there by allowing the shock launcher to get to them. Shoot. This is not great. We got an artillery out. Can you just get free for 1 second? Okay, we're going to have to smoke them here. And then hope. Okay, so Bullet got to the flare, and he's going to wander out, so he will actually be the target now. Okay, that's all we had to do. I made that way harder than it needed to be. But now the shock launchers will be focused on Bullet, and our Grenadiers will be free to hit, and we are looking a little unfortunate here with the Grenadier health. But I think Bullet's in a good place here. We get a couple more buildings. I'll pop an energy drink. Nothing targeting the Grenadiers. Man, I'm looking good here. Alright, so a little bit of panic in the middle of the attack. I think we're making it work here, unless that rocket launcher somehow decides to switch targets, which I can't think of a specific instance, but I feel like it's definitely happened to me. That would probably ruin my day, because you see how low those Grenadiers are. Let's go ahead and watch this Dr. T Stage 7 get taken out. But if we did kind of well there, considering that it did not go according to plan at first there. But let's go ahead and find some player bases. Alright, so the first one here has a line of defenses. Well, many lines of defenses. I like that base design, but no ice statues. Does have a couple prototypes, but I think it should be an easier attack. But the thing we are going to have to worry about here are all the mines on the beach. Grenadiers, you're in the strat to take out mines, but I know you, and you do not like to throw your bullets in front or your grenades in front of the buildings. You only like to overshoot them, really. So we are going to have to clean these up. There's no way you're going to be targeting it. And alright, So here we are. Let's get our bullet down. I'm just going to get the Grenadiers down for now. And then we're going to see... Well, actually, no. The rocket launchers are towards the back. And then what we're going to do, we're going to get rid of this shock blaster if we can. But we're also going to have to make sure our troops don't wander too far to the sides. And it looks like they are. So we're going to have to clean up these mines as well. I'm just going to let them do it because we want to farm energy. And bullet is already getting low. But we're going to save our shocks for later in the base here when we're going to need to target the rocket launchers. I think that's going to cause some heavy problems for my Zookas, and it looks like they already have. And I was not paying attention, but it's okay because we still have a few alive. You know, everything's fine, bullet full health, and we should be able to get the victory. And I am like perfectly convinced this is not how you're supposed to use the strat. I'm not even sure if this is a bullet strat either. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's a smoky combo or something like that. But we're able to get a first victory. Like I said, not the hardest base because of the defensive layout and also lack of ice statues and only 2 prototypes at the same time. But the Zookas are just so exposed in this. It just wraps, like, I'm still trying to wrap my head around why the top player was trying to use this. But maybe for this one, I'm going to try it the way I was convinced it was going to work for a second, where we're going to do bullet and the Grenadiers farm up some energy and then have the Zookas come in from the top rope and try and finish it out. But yeah, I'm not quite sure how that will work. Let's get our Grenadiers down in that corner there, and then we are going to focus on probably the rocket launchers over here, because I think that's going to cause problems to the Zookas when we eventually have to get them down. Bullet is not looking too hot right now, and something is targeting the Grenadiers that I did not see. We're going to have to smoke Bullet, give him a chance, but now we have our Grenadiers fully exposed, so we are going to have to keep that in mind. Let's get a shock right there. Bullet, hopefully you don't get one shot. Hopefully you're able to collect health before. Alright, this is just not looking good. We're going to get another energy drink out. I'm not cleaning up the buildings as quick as I thought, as quick as I was thinking here. But we still have Bullet alive and a few Grenadiers. Maybe our Zookas can salvage this. I'm starting to have my doubts, but Bullet's still alive. Let's go. So we're going to get another energy drink. The only thing is we're spending all of our energy. I'm not going to use the Smoky Zookas because we won't have enough energy here, but yeah, how is this going to work? Once we get rid of all these splash damage, maybe the Zookas will have a chance here. But that is so unfortunate that these Grenadiers aren't going to be able to take out this shock launcher. Who knows, maybe they will. Let's get a barrage over here and try and take out this shock launcher maybe. Oh my gosh, we are sitting so awkward right now. Oh man, come on Grenadiers. Just like one more bullet onto the shock launcher. And then I think I might have a chance because there is not much over there. But, oh my gosh. That is not looking good. Alright, let's get our Zookas down. And then I'm going to try and get them up the left-hand side here. Hopefully that is out of range. That Grenadier is like perfect right where it is because it's soaking up the shock launcher fire. And now this is awkward. So will that low-level mortar do damage? No, not really. So we're looking alright. But we just need to collect some energy so we can take care of the shock launchers. Okay, the shock launchers switch to the Zookas. We can't have that. Oh no. Come on, Zookas. Just do something. Take out the shock. This strat does not make sense to me at all. Are you kidding me? This is... Okay. This is a level 67. It should not be a hard base. This is getting really frustrating. If you have used this, we're just trying to have a fun time in Boom Beach here. And I'm getting frustrated. If you've used this, if you know how you're supposed to use it, please enlighten me. Because this really has me stumped. There is no way an attack should be that hard for a level 67. Alright, final attempt at this strat here. We are gonna... I'm not gonna deal with this grappler up here. So we're gonna take it out along with the rocket launcher. Hopefully, why does it seem so healthy? That's why I hate grapplers. Alright, but we're fine though. We got that clump taken care of. There's another grappler we have to worry about, but I don't think it's gonna be too big of a deal. Get rid of the mortar as well. Might as well just take out that whole chunk right there. But let's get a box of critters on the landing, and then we will just get our troops down and hope everything is okay. If the grappler pulls bullets, I think I'm fine with it because it's not moving it that far, and it kind of allows bullet to get on the grappler, take it out, start getting some damage on it, and then over here the shock blaster is just going to slowly whittle away at my troops. So we're going to shock that. Even though I'm kind of fine with them hitting the Zookas, we just can't have bullet exposed to that because his main weakness is probably the shock blaster. They get him, he just takes so much damage from it. But yeah, this is looking not too bad here, but I know it's going to go off the charts because we still have 3 rocket launchers to get through, and my Zookas are already doing. I don't understand this strategy at all. I don't know how to use it. It has legitimately stumped me, and I don't know. It just seems against all logic at the same time. Maybe the top player having it loaded up was a mistake and was trying to troll a little bit, trying to bait people into using it. But I don't know. It just really has me puzzled here. Let's get our Grenadiers, and unfortunately bullet grouped up here, but I think we'll be fine. Okay, so the rocket launcher, that one is just awkwardly almost in range of the Grenadiers, but yeah, oh my gosh, they are in range of the Grenadiers. How are you hitting the Grenadiers there? Why was this rocket launcher targeting the Grenadiers behind bullet? Okay. We're fine though, because now it's actually targeting private bullet, or was it the other rocket launcher? I'm not quite sure. I feel like that rocket launcher, they should both be targeting bullet, but we got one of them taken care of, and now we are gonna finally take it out. So this strat can work against, like, the way I'm using it, this strat can work against really easy bases and I guess Dr. T, but I don't understand the fundamental use of it. So if you know, again, let me know, please, because you saw how frustrating I was getting. I just legitimately don't get it. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's Boom Beach video. Bye-bye.